Hello, class of 2026, Dr. Richardson here. I hope you enjoyed your fall break. I know I did. It was a very relaxing and fun time. I got to spend time with friends and hang out, and also I got a chance to relax. It was just a really great time. So I hope you guys all had a good time. Maybe you can take time and share with your class if you did something fun or exciting, or if you just relax, which is totally fine. So you can take time and share that. All right, remember something fun that I like to do is I like to pretend that I'm traveling, and I love to think about it, and it's just been fun. So this week, see if you can guess where I am. So any guesses out there? I wish I was there to actually hear your guesses, but I am in Japan. I would love to go to Japan. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, the building, everything, it's just so pretty. I would just love to go there one day. So that's someplace that I would like to go. All right, well, now we're going to get into our second step lesson. And does anybody remember what we talked about, not last week, the week before? Does anybody remember? You can share out with your teacher or with your class if anybody remembers. Someone give you a second to see if someone can write that into the chat or just share with the class. All right. So we talked about, if you said goals, if then goals, you got that correct. We did if then goals. And if then goals are really wonderful. And basically it helps you plan ahead. Like you have a goal, and then remember we talked about roadblocks, and roadblocks are things that get in your way of accomplishing your goal. Like if this happens, which is the roadblock, which is a cue, then I'm going to do this. And if you use if then goals, you'll be more than likely to accomplish your goals and get you where you want to go. So we're going to get into our lesson. And hopefully your teacher has given you a handout that you can fill out. This is really going to help you get through here and practice writing the goals, because it's something that you got to practice. And then hopefully one day it'll become like second nature to you. All right, so we're going to get into the lesson. And here we go. So the warm up is to write a specific and realistic goal you want to achieve in the next month. So think about something that you would like to achieve. I know for me, I want to work out. I want to stretch. I actually want to do some stretches and work on some yoga and some different things like that. That's something I really want to start doing. And so that is, I think, a very realistic goal. Today I'm actually going to go walk. So that's a form of exercise. So I'm working towards my goal. So I'm going to give you time to write your goal down on your sheet. If you're on your handout, there's a place for you to write your specific and realistic goal. So I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Pause the video and you guys do that. So remember we talked about the if then. I just mentioned it a few seconds ago, and there's two parts to the if then plan. Remember, if is a cue. If you see this roadblock, you see something happening, then you can respond to it quickly. You're like, oh man, okay, here this happened. Okay, now I'm going to do this. And then is a specific action you can do immediately following the if. Okay. So again, roadblocks, those are the ifs. So write 3 roadblocks you think you might face while trying to achieve your goal. So whatever goal that you have that you wrote down, think of 3 possible roadblocks. I mean, just real quickly with mine, wanting to exercise. I mean, I think I mentioned to you before, being tired, coming home late might be a roadblock. Getting tangled up in, getting distracted with something is a roadblock. Being hungry. Those are all different roadblocks that might keep me from exercising, and which is my goal to accomplish. If you have a hard time, I'm going to give you some examples. And so these are 3 examples. If I'm being distracted by social media, if I don't have the right study materials for my report, your goal could be, I want to increase my grades. And one of the things that you need to do is to do pretty well on this report. if I find myself eating too much junk food. That might be an example of an if roadblock. So we'll give you time to write those 3 if parts of the goal, if then goal. And there's a place on your handout that you can write that on. Those 3 roadblocks that you might encounter when you're trying to accomplish your goal. So we'll give you a minute. If you want to pause the video, we'll give you a minute to write those down. All right, now we've talked about the if portion. Now we're going to move into the then portion. The then are the solutions. These are the action steps. These are the things that you're going to do. So choose one of the roadblocks you wrote down. So take a second and pick one of those roadblocks. And then you can, it's really hard to work with a partner. So just as a group or just by yourself, just write in there 3 ways that you can get past this roadblock. For example, with me, the exercise, don't lay down on the couch. Like if I feel tired, then I'm not going to lay down on the couch. That's a pretty clear if then plan for me. So here are some more examples for you. Then I'll set a 10-minute timer on my phone to limit my social media time. Then part, I'll go to the library to get the right materials. The then part, I'll carry healthy snacks with me in my backpack. So those are the then part of the if that I gave you in the previous screen. So I'm going to give you a few minutes. If your teacher wants to pause, that would be awesome to give you just a minute to come up with the 3 ways to get you past your roadblock. For example, this young man, he wants to start eating healthier, which a lot of us want to do. So if I'm hungry and tempted to eat unhealthy snacks, his then portion is I'll eat one of the healthy snacks I put in my backpack. Someplace, you know, that's what he came up with because his goal was to eat healthier. And he knows that's going to be hard. Sometimes he's going to get some roadblocks. So his goal was to choose to eat something healthier, and he had it in his backpack. So choose another roadblock and write an if-then plan for it. And remember that an if is a specific cue you can react to quickly. Then is a specific action or actions you can do immediately. Your goal is to eat healthy meals at school every day. If the if would be if I am hungry and tempted to eat unhealthy snacks, then I'll eat one of the healthy snacks I've put in my backpack. So I'll give you a second. To choose another roadblock from the 3 that you wrote down, to choose another roadblock and write an if-then plan for it. And I think one of mine was I was hungry, I think for the exercise thing. And if I become hungry, then I'll just grab a protein bar and go on my walk. Okay, to pause the video and then pick one of your other roadblocks and write a then plan portion of it. All right, so now we're getting wrap it up. You guys have done some really good work today, and I hope that you take some time as a class and practice writing some if-then, because I think you're going to have plenty of time this week to do that. And I think like look over your grades, look over different homework assignments, and think of some things that are standing in your way of getting those things that you need to get done accomplished. And take some time. I mean, use this time wisely, guys. You guys have gotten time. This is a good opportunity for you to try to catch up on some assignments. We've got the end of the 9 weeks coming up soon. So take advantage of this and use this if-then plan to help you get your assignments done. So why is it helpful to anticipate roadblocks that can get in the way of your goals? So you as a class, you guys talk about this. Like, how does it help you accomplish your goals if you anticipate those roadblocks? So take time as a class, come up with some ways that it's very helpful for you. Okay. And how does having a different strategy to try when you encounter roadblock help? So how does that help you to have a different strategy to try when you encounter a roadblock? How does that help you? So think about that as a class and discuss that. Okay. Well, again, I want to encourage you to set those if-then goals. Look at what you've got to turn in the next 3 weeks or so before the end of the 9 weeks, the first quarter. Look and see what you've got. Think about what you want to accomplish. Think about what could possibly stand in your way, and then think about how sorry, someone's trying to call me and I'm trying to get this recording done. But anyway, so good luck, guys, and have a great week. And I miss you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye, class of 2026.